A right hand flam is made up of two notes. A main note that's very loud and very high, and a grace note that's very quiet and very low. So, the best thing to do with any movement when you learn it for the first time is try to exaggerate the motion. So lift your right hand up to the 90-degree full up position and play a right hand tap. Now before you play that right hand tap, you're going to squeeze in the left hand grace note. Okay? Right now I'm going to keep them wide apart so you can really hear and tell what hands come in first and second. Have a listen. Okay, listen again. And again. Okay, nice and open, wide open, ta-dum. You're actually getting that rhythm, ta-dum, ta-dum. The grace note, then the main note. Reverse that for the left hand. Same thing again. Left hand is your main hand now. The right hand becomes a grace note. Okay? As you bring the left hand down, you're going to play a small grace note on the right hand just before it. Listen. Again. And again. And again. Okay? Now work on that for a little while. Eventually you're going to work it up, work the grace note and the main note together so close that you're going to end up with something that sounds like the word pluck. And that's the key. You have to have the flam sound like pluck. Have a listen to a closed flam. Now, it's a fine line between having a flam closed that it sounds like one unit and not so close that the flams are on top of one another. Okay, if they are on top of one another, the two notes are on top of one another, you will get what we call flat flams. And flat flams are really wrong flams. In pipe band drumming, they're considered wrong. Other styles of drumming use them, but in pipe band drumming, we're playing one drum, and when you play a flat flam, it's sort of like a phased out sound. So you have to keep them spaced apart slightly in order to get the pluck sound. Have a listen to a finished flam. And on the left hand, and do them hand to hand. And what's important when you do hand to hand flams is that you keep the main note very distinct. So if it's a right hand flam, you have a big right. If it's a left hand flam, you have a big left. Okay? Let's try flams hand to hand, distinct main notes. The grace notes are small and just before the main note.